Namaste. So this is going to be kind of a strong type of Vinyasa flow with some warrior sequences. So it's going to be a lot of standing postures in this one, and just a mix of different warrior sequences. So let's get to the top of the mat and come into a nice mountain pose with the feet together here. And then take the hands to the heart and draw the kneecaps in or up. And take the shoulders down from the ears, And you can do a few shoulder rotations, so you will rotate the shoulders back. Just to sort of warm up here. And then come to a still and draw the tailbone in. And then on an inhale, extend the arms up to the sky and look up. And really extend, And then exhale, swan dive forward into a deep, nice forward fold here. And then inhale, extend the spine and keep a long spine in this pose. And then on an exhale, step back into a high plank here. So you stay here in the high plank for a few, nice breaths. And rotate the elbows so you will have the elbows pointing forward here. And then on an exhale, take the knees to the floor and, the chest all the way to the floor. And on an inhale, come into a small cobra pose. And exhale, curl down back to the floor. Inhale, come into another cobra and take your hands off the floor here. And do some pulses, so you will sort of, lift your upper back off the floor a few times. And you can coordinate it together with the breath, so as you are, inhaling, you're lifting, exhale and lower. And keep the hands off the floor. And then exhale and take your hands down to the floor. And inhale and push up into upward facing dog here. With a really nice spine here and with the, knees off the floor. And then exhale and shift back into downward facing dog. So a nice, easy kind of downward facing dog here. And you can bend one knee and then straighten the other one, a few times just to sort of warm up the legs here. And keep the head hanging here, in the downward facing dog. And keep the fingers widespread as well, And really strong arms here. And then inhale, come up on the toes, and exhale, bend the knees and look forward. And step up to the top of the mat and inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fall down, into a nice forward fold. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky here. And look up, and exhale, take the hands to the heart. So inhale, take the hands up to the sky and look up. And exhale, fold forward into a nice forward fold here. Inhale, extend the spine and jump or step back into chaturanga. Inhale, come up into upward facing dog. And here you can stay just for a few moments. So inhale and look over the right shoulder. Exhale, take the head back to center. Inhale, look over the left shoulder. And exhale back to the center. And shift back into downward facing dog. So just stay here in downward facing dog for a few moments. You can do some shoulder rotations here, So you will bend the elbows towards the side and rotate them under. And then inhale, come up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees and jump or step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, extend the spine, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky. And exhale, take them back to the heart. So we will do one more Surya Namaskara. Inhale, take the hands up to the sky. Swan dive forward on an exhale. Inhale, extend the spine, nice and long. And then exhale, jump or step back into Chaturanga. Inhale, come up into upward facing dog here. And then exhale, shift back into downward facing dog. And just breathe here for a few moments. Inhale, come up on the toes, and exhale, bend the knees and jump or step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, extend the spine, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take the arms all the way up to the sky and really lengthen the upper body here. And then take the hands down to the heart. So we're going to do a warrior flow now. So inhale up with the arms to the sky and exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine here. And on an exhale, jump or step back into Chaturanga. Inhale, come up into upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog with the tailbone, up towards the sky. Keep the spine here also really long, And on an inhale, extend the right leg up behind you towards the sky. And on an exhale, draw the right knee towards the right tricep. Inhale, extend the right leg again up to the sky. Exhale, draw the right knee up towards the top of the mat and step the foot, in between the hands here. Lower the left heel to the floor and extend the arms along the side of the body, along the upper side of the body, And then inhale, come up into warrior one here, with the hands together over your head and look up, And you're really extending here the front side of the body. And do not overarch the back, and the hips are pointing forward, and the right knee is bent here. And then on an exhale, come into, warrior two. So you're opening your hips towards the left side here. And the arms are really extending here, in line with the shoulders. And you keep your gaze over the right fingertips here, And then inhale, reverse the warrior here. So you get a nice stretch on the right side of the rib cage. And then exhale, come into a side warrior, So take the right underarm to the right knee here, above the right knee, and then extend the left arm above the head here and towards the, forward. So you have a nice stretch on the left side of the body here. Keep the tailbone, drawn in, and really keep the balance here. And then exhale into warrior two again. And then you're just going to take down the hands into Chaturanga. Keep the elbows towards the body, and then inhale, come up into upward facing dog. And exhale, shift back into downward facing dog. So just take a few breaths here, in downward facing dog. And then we're going to do the left side, So inhale, extend the left leg up towards the sky. And on an exhale, draw the left knee towards the left tricep. Inhale, extend the left leg again towards the sky. And then on an exhale, step the left foot up between the hands and lower the right heel to the ground. And then inhale and extend the arms along the side of the body. And then come into warrior one with the hips pointing forward. And just look up to the sky here, and the body is really long here with the spine, and you know you have your right leg is really strong and the toes are pointing in the same, you know, direction as the knee. And then you're going to exhale and come into warrior one, or warrior two, so you're opening up here towards the right side with the hips and extending the arms in line, you know, with the shoulders here. So you keep really long and straight arms and looking over the left fingertips, and keep the left, you know, knee nicely bent here. And then you're going to inhale and come into a reversed warrior here. So you get a nice side stretch here on the left side of the body, and you keep the right hand above the knee here or below the knee, depending on wherever you might be reaching. And then you're going to exhale and come into a side warrior here. So you place your left underarm above the left knee, and you're going to extend the right arm above your head towards the, you know, up beyond the top of the mat here. And you can look up towards the sky, towards your right arm here. And you have a really nice stretch here on the right side. And the left knee is really strong here, you know, nicely bent. And then you're going to inhale or exhale, coming to warrior two here, you know. So again, you're keeping your gaze over the left fingertips. And then on an exhale, you're going to take your hands down into a chaturanga. You can either jump or step back, you know. And then you're going to come into upward facing dog here. And then you will shift back into baby's pose. So you take your upper body between your knees that are bent, and letting your hands extend forward to the top of the mat, and place your forehead on the floor. So you keep your knees here very, like, you know, wide, so you really can sink in with your upper body towards the floor. And then you're going to inhale and come up into all four here. And here we will do some, you know, sort of cats, cats with the back here. So when you are inhaling, you're going to draw the, you know, the spine up towards the, you know, up towards the sky here. And then on an exhale, you're going to sink the spine, you know. And then inhale, draw the spine and really draw in the navel towards the spine here. And then exhale and just come into a nice, you know, like, how should I say, like a moon, kind of half moon shape with the spine. Inhale, draw the spine up and really draw the navel in towards the spine here. Exhale, come into this, you know, sinking type of spine. And then just, you know, come into a normal kind of four-leg pose here. And then you're going to shift your tailbone up to the sky on an exhale into downward facing dog. And take a few breaths here, you know, in this downward facing dog. Just sort of, you know, let yourself rest here in the downward facing dog. And inhale, come up on the toes, and exhale, bend the knees and jump or step up to the top of the mat. And inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold forward, and inhale, take your hands up to the sky here and look up. And exhale, take your hands back to the heart. So we will go over this flow one more time with this warrior sequencing. Inhale, extend your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend the spine nicely. And then on an exhale, jump or step back into chaturanga. Inhale, press the elbows towards the side of the body. And then you're going to inhale into upward facing dog. And exhale, take the tailbone up to the sky into downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, draw the right knee towards the right tricep. Inhale, extend the leg again up to the sky. And exhale, step the leg up in between the hands. Lower the left heel to the ground and extend the arms along the side. Inhale, come into warrior one here. And exhale into warrior two. Open the hip towards the side. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Nice, side stretch here. And then you're going to exhale into a side kind of warrior here, with the right lower arm on the right knee. Inhale or exhale into warrior two here, and just stay here for, one inhale. And then you're going to exhale and take your, right leg back into chaturanga, all the way to the floor with the elbows pressing to the side, and inhale, come up into upward facing dog. And then exhale, draw the tailbone up to the sky, shift back into downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the left leg to the sky, and exhale, draw the left knee towards the left tricep. Inhale, extend the left leg again to the sky, and exhale, step the left leg up towards the top of the mat and lower the right heel to the ground and extend the arms along the side. Inhale, come into warrior one here, nicely long. And then you open up the hips to the side into warrior one here, and keep your gaze over the fingertips. Inhale, reverse the warrior here, nice side stretch, and then exhale into side warrior with the left underarm resting above the left knee here. And then on an exhale, you're going to come back into warrior two here, and then on another exhale, you're going to step down back into chaturanga. And then as you are here down on the floor, you can do a small cobra. So curl the shoulders into a small kind of cobra here on an inhale, and then exhale down to the floor. And again do a cobra. So curl the shoulders up into a cobra, draw the navel to the spine, and then exhale back to the floor. And then inhale, come up into a long kind of upward facing dog here with the spine. And exhale, shift back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on the toes, and exhale, bend the knees. And here you can jump through or just simply sit down, and come in to a form of, lotus pose. So you can do a half lotus here. So this is a shorter kind of yoga flow, because I try to keep these yoga flows under or around 20 minutes. So again, you can just sort of rotate your shoulders here back, draw them up and back, to sort of release any kind of tension that you have in your shoulders, and then you can just simply take your palms, facing them up on the top of the knees here. Keep a long spine and draw the navel towards the spine here, And you sort of come into a more calm breath here. Come back into center. And just, take a few, moments here. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this practice. And of course there is further kind of, sequences that you can do in this. But this was a quick kind of warrior flow. So I'm going to say namaste